Okay, so I'm going to take a crack at doing another series. So this series is going to be called The Energy in Your House, because everybody knows I'm big on energy, I'm big on frequency, currency, all that other stuff, current, all that stuff, right? So I'm doing a series called The Energy in Your House. Now, this one is going to be the Zodiac edition. So it's going to be about Zodiac signs. Next time, it's going to be about a different type of energy, like male energy, because I am surrounded by men. So it's just like, yeah, it's not as fun as I thought it was going to be, but I digress. But yeah, so today we are going to do the energy that is currently in my home, in my house. So I usually take, like, if I need a snapshot of like how to work with you, like how you move, all that other stuff, I ask you for your top three. And your top three for your zodiac is your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon. Like, if you want to start getting really technical, then you would look for your Mercury, your Saturn, blah, 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 and all that other stuff. But for like the basic, top three. You are more than just your sun sign. You're a lot more than just your sun sign. That's why you're so complex. Anyway, so the energy that's currently in my house, the zodiac signs, they're not the end all be all. They're a blueprint of the energy that you carry and the frequency that you carry. How you wield it, it depends on you. You know, and it's funny because the zodiac edition is a lot, because it's not just the sun sign. It's the it's not this just the three signs. It's also what month you were born in. But we're gonna get into it. So right now, the energy in my house, we're just gonna do the sun signs. That's all we're doing. I'm not gonna talk to you about the rising or anything like that. Now, but remember what I told you. You're more than just your sun sign, but we're gonna start with the sun sign because that's what everybody's familiar with. Anytime anyone asks you what your sign is, that's the only thing that people know. So we're gonna go with that one. So currently in my house, this is peaking and get on my nerves. Currently in my house, I'm a Scorpio, right? I'm a Scorpio. Matthew, my oldest, he's a Scorpio, right? Jaden, my middle man, he's a Taurus, right? Dylan, Dylan, who's the youngest, he's a Libra. Now, Mickey, who's Jaden's girlfriend, she's a Taurus, right? And Annie, who's Matthew's girlfriend, is an Aries. So currently, I know someone's going, "Oh my God, yeah, yes, it gets dicey in here sometimes. It gets dicey in here sometimes." You understand? So this is what's currently the suns that are ruling in my house right now, right? Now you'll be like, "Oh, you and Matthew are both Scorpios, so you guys have to be really similar." And wrong. I am an October Scorpio, and I'm a full Scorpio because my birthday's on the 30th. So I'm not like close to Libra or close to Sagittarius. I'm like right smack in the middle, right? Matthew is a November Scorpio. I hear everybody go, "Oh, Matthew's a November Scorpio." November Scorpios are built different. They are built different. You see how I'm bubbly and and all this stuff? No, that's not. Like, I've had a couple of November Scorpios and they're all the same. Not all the same because everybody's different, but they're brooders. They're like, "Oh yeah, like, what do you need?" Like, "Okay, what?" And it's like, you don't they want their space. It's like October Scorpios, we want to hang out with people, we want to hug people because we're closer to Libra. So we want to hug people and we want to be agreeable, but we're not too agreeable. And if you're cross us, you're done. So it's like, that's how that is. But yeah, we're two different people. So what happens when my come, let's talk, let's hang out, meets his I need my space. it gets dicey because I'm just like, yo, what is the problem? But I've had to learn that he needs his space. That's just who he is. Like I told you in other videos, I let people be who they are. Even if it doesn't work for me, I just won't rock with you. But you're entitled to be whoever you choose to be. Now, it gets funny when the rest of the people get involved. So it's like Jaden is a Taurus and he is a May Taurus, right? And he he's chill. Like he's chill. Don't push him. Like don't push him because whoo, that boy is bad. But yeah, so you can't push him, and like be mean to him and stuff. Like you could like give him advice and stuff like that, but you can't push him to a point where you're gonna piss him off. Like you don't want to piss Jaden off. Like I think the person the most that I would not want to piss off in my house is Jaden. That bullshit. That not bullshit. I don't end my videos, but whatever. That bull thing is real. It's like real. He sees red, and you have to be like, yo, chill out. You good? Calm down. And it's crazy. And then the funny thing is, I'm gonna get to Dylan in a minute, but the funny thing is, his girlfriend was born the same day as he was. So they both have the same birthday. So they're both the same type of Taurus. And the weird part is I feel like they like cancel each other out because they're perfect for each other. That's this person. They're perfect for each other, and it's pretty to see like the two of them just like and running through life and stuff. But yeah, both of them, you can't get them mad. Don't get them mad. Like you would think that two Scorpios, you'd be like, oh, don't get the Scorpio mad. Ah, see, we would just stop talking to you. We would stop talking to you. We would stop messing with you. Everything that we were doing, we would stop. Like I don't rock with you no more. Taurus, all of a sudden they'll be like, "Yo, how did he end up in the hospital?" He fucked around and found out. Yeah, they are violent. they are a level of violent that it's weird because he's never gotten violent, but I've seen him angry, and the energy that I had to contain and bring down made me go, "Oh, you about that life? You dangerous? Like you are like physically." And he comes from his father's side. He comes from a tribe that is very, very, very dangerous. So that doesn't help. But I digress. Now Dylan is a Libra. Dylan is so funny because he's lovable. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's not agreeable, but he's lovable. He's such a lovable kid. He will sit. He'll put his head on your shoulder. Your head on your shoulder. He'll put his head on your shoulder. He'll put your head on his shoulder and stuff. But if you do anything to tip that scale of balance, Dylan loses all composure. He loses his shit. He's like, oh, so this is what we doing? And we have a roundabout in our home, right? And he'll just go around it and around it until I come upstairs. And it's like, okay, what happened? Judge Mom is presiding in session and all that shit and then Jaden's looking at me and then then he stopped. He stops and then he looks at me and then he waits for Jaden to tell me what happened. And then a lot of the times Jaden's wrong. A lot of the times Jaden's wrong. And Dylan just walks off. He's like, bitch. And walks off. I swear to God, the energy in this house is hilarious. Like on a good day, the energy is like just like a magnet for shit. But like we have disagreements. We have disagreements. We I'm a mom. They don't do what I tell them to do half the time, but the other half the time they do, which is really good. And they're men now. I don't have kids. It's weird. I know we're gonna go off on a tangent, but follow me for a second. I don't have children. Well, I have one kid left. I have one kid. Dylan's still a kid, but he's on his way out. He's a preteen. Oh my god, that kid acts like a freaking preteen. I thought because he was quote unquote nonverbal and quote unquote autistic and all this other stuff that I would get away from that little attitude that 12-year-olds have, like that. Do you want something? I'll be like, bitch, that tablet you on, I bought it. Like, they look at you with the corner of their eye, like, what? Is there something you need? And I was like, oh, I don't miss this stage. Because I had two before that, and they did the same thing at 12. They didn't want to go to the park with me no more. I couldn't go to the movies with them no more. Nobody invites me to the movies and shit. And I'm like, okay, I understand I'm mom, but I'm cool, I'm fun. I guess not. But anyway, I digress. So if you're going through it, it's not only you. It's not only you. I'm going through it too. And it's not just for moms, it's for dads too. It's every caregiver who takes care of kids. But yeah, so he needs justice. Justice is his battle cry. He does not play about that. That that scale, they're not joking. They're not joking about that scale. It's like it has to stay balanced, and it's like if it's not, he's like, what? What's happening right now? This is injustice. Injustice. And he's just running around in a circle with his protest. It is hilarious. And there are times when I come upstairs and I look at Jada and Jada just starts laughing because it's hilarious. You cannot hurt Dylan's feelings. Dylan will shut it all the way down. But anyway, who else? We got Annie. Annie is Matthew's girlfriend, and she is an Aries. And but the funny thing with Annie's an Aries, but she's a Cancer rising. So her energy, I have, and I know I said this was only going to be sun signs, but with her, she's a unique case because she when she's with the family, she is in like her fourth house. She stays in the nurture, you know, you laugh, keep everybody happy type of energy, right? And so it's not as like harsh and cold and because I'm an Aries rising. I'm an Aries rising, so it's like I know how Aries can get. Like if you don't get that under control, you can burn it all down. So you have to be mindful of how you move as an Aries because our power is serious. That Mars energy, it's not a game. It's not a game. I wield it every day. It's not a game. And I burnt villages. I burnt villages. I burnt villages to the ground because of it. Those bridges, I lit those bridges up. What? And in hindsight, which is always 2020, in hindsight, I was like, I could have did that better. Because like I tell people, I'm a Scorpio and an Aries. I'll burn you and drown you all at the same time while going, I told you stop fucking with me. You understand? So I had to learn how to control it. So, but she's managed a very nice balance of her Cancer and Aries because Cancers also have this is for a sneak peek for the next one. Cancers also have like I'll give you whatever you want, and it's like I love Cancers. They're my favorite zodiac sign. They'll be too accommodating and too forgiving, and then I'm happy that the Aries like makes her go, hey, what you doing, like come here, we gotta shut this down. Me, I'm just aggressive, so but I am very soft and light for the right people and the right person. So it all depends what you get depends on you. But anyway, so that is the sun part of my home. That's the energy that's floating in my house right now. It's me, an October Scorpio, which we are adorable. And every season is Scorpio season, but I digress. Matthew is a Scorpio too, but he's a November Scorpio. And it's funny because October Scorpios always go, yeah, but he's a November Scorpio. And everybody goes, oh, which is funny. But anyway, Jaden's a Taurus. That bow life is real. Like, don't get Tauruses mad. And he is not stubborn. He is not stubborn. He's more dismissive than stubborn, because Taurus has a like a reputation of being like stubborn. He's not stubborn. He'll listen to you. He's his mother's child. It's like he'll listen to you, and then he's gonna go do, if it makes sense and he wants to do it, he'll do it. If it doesn't make sense and he don't want to do it, he'll listen to you. He'll hear you out, and then he'll go off and do whatever he wants to do. And I had to learn that that's what he was doing. And my spirits made me realize, bitch, that's you. A lot of us get mad at our kids because they're getting away with stuff that we didn't get away with as kids. But that's me. I half the time I don't get mad at my kids. And I can't even say the kids anymore. I don't get mad at the guys in my house because that attitude you have, you got it from me. So how can I be like, don't be doing that? And then I'd be like, most of the time I'd be looking at them going, damn, is that what I look like? And then my spirits would be like, yeah, that's why we always tell you to fix your face. But anyway, now Dylan is a Libra. Justice is his battle cry. Justice and equality, equality for all is his battle cry. And he is the type of person that, if he's like his mother, if you treat him poorly, well, I was like that. I just walk away now. If you treat him poorly, you are going to know he is not pleased. He will do some off the I'm gonna just tell on my kids right now, when they were younger, right? I might get in trouble for this one. They're gonna be like, this is not what you have a podcast show for, mom. Yeah, so Jaden was being an older brother, and he was like, get out of my room. And the funny thing was, I had split their rooms. They shared that room that Jaden's in now. They shared that room. So I split them. I put them in two separate rooms. So the room over here became Dylan's room, right? And then Jaden was like, okay. So Dylan, knowing that he used to live there, goes into that room, right? And then he was like, no, get out of my room. And Dylan's looking at him like, what are you talking about? I've been in this room for like 4 years. Yeah, and they say, Mike, don't forget, my kids are from New York. So then he's like, these are the fights that be going on in my house. Like, he's looking at him like, what are you talking about? And then I would kind of like, Dylan, that is not your room anymore. And he's looking at me like, the fuck it ain't, And I'm like, you can't go into that room. And then Jaden painted the room, and he kept throwing Dylan out. He was like, Dylan, this is my room. Dylan would rip the wallpaper off the walls. He would just rip it, and I would be like, Dylan. So we would have to repaint it. And then Jaden was like, get out of my room. And you know how kids are. He'd like, get out of my room. And he closes the door. Like 2 days later, all of a sudden, why are you throwing water in my bed? So people talk about Scorpios being vindictive. Yo, it is nothing on a Libra. At least the Libra in my camp. But he's also a Libra Leo. And he's also a double Libra because his moon is in Libra. So it's like Libra energy up in this place. But he's also very kind and very sweet when he's ready to. And then Michaela, she's a Taurus, and she knows what she wants. She knows what she wants, and she knows how she wants it, and she knows what she wants it to look like. I've designed for her before, and she's like, no. And I'd be like, oh my God. She made me check my ego. And she really did. We were doing a design for her, and she made me check, because she's also an Aquarius rising. She's an Aquarius rising and a Virgo Yes, a Virgo moon. So you can't tell. You all she needed was a Capricorn. You can't tell her nothing. She know you can advise her, just like Jaden. You can advise her, but her too is very dismissive. Okay, sure, and she'll go about her business. And if it's not, she lets that fly. And I love it. I love it. I tell them all the time, you're not I'm not here. You are grown men now. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I am not here to tell you what to do. I got one more left and then I am free as a bird. Absolutely not. We're not playing those games. I'm not here to tell you what to do for the rest of your life, then you won't grow. I and I told my men this. I have taught you everything that you need to know. I've taught you everything you need to know about leadership. I have taught you everything that you need to know about just women in general and how to love a woman, how to take care of one, how to make sure you have sex for the rest of your life, with this woman and not become roommates. I've taught you everything you need. I've given you the tools, and I've taught you how to clear yourselves. I've taught you how to clear your people. I've taught you everything that you need to know. Now it's up to you to do it. Now I'm going to see with what are you going to do with the fishing rod that I gave you? Does that make sense? Because I taught you how to fish. I taught you what to do. So now I'm watching you to see if you getting it right. And if not, that's not right. That's not how you do it. And the funny thing is, they're so grown. I'm no longer the one going, life is, and that bitch got hands. So I feel bad sometimes when I see that. I'm like, oh no. And I always ask, because I will not step in front of karma. I was like, can I talk to them? And they're like, yes. So then I go talk to them, give them counsel, tell them keep moving forward. Meet the Robinsons. Watch the movie Meet the Robinsons. This is for someone specific. Haha, I'm getting ready with masses. This is for someone fucked it up. This is for someone, right? So Meet the Robinsons. Watch Meet the Robinsons. It's a cartoon, but it's actually a really good movie. I I think we're gonna watch that, maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow. But Meet the Robinsons. It's a very important movie, and I would like you to come back and tell me what you got from it. If you have a show like mine, just tag me in your post, tag me in the post that you make about watching the movie Meet the Robinsons, because they, like my house, had a bunch of different energies and a bunch of different frequencies and stuff, and it's a really good movie. All right, it's going to teach you a lot. All right, love you guys. Stay up, stay blessed. Deuces, and we out. We're going to do the rising next.